Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pre-Market Live Show. It's Tuesday, January 28th, and the heat map changed over, and it looks much better than yesterday. Amazon's a little red, but NVIDIA's up, Microsoft's up, Google's up, Meta's up, Apple's still up, AVGO's way up, so they're bouncing back just as we thought they would. So let's go through, see what's going on this morning, and what's going to be popping. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not intended as financial advice, so always do your due diligence. Let's rock and roll and check out our Jolie's jumpers here. Let me grab them and we'll roll through them real quick and then we'll look at the market. ATHE, let's see what that's up to. ATHE, was that moving yesterday? I don't even remember seeing this one. Let's look at it. It was yesterday, it was starting to move 307 to 332, and it might be a good one to keep an eye on. So actually, keep an eye on this ATHE. Might be a good one. BACK, we looked at it yesterday. BACK iMac Holdings, and it looks like it did gap up this morning. Remember, we were talking about it last night, and there you go. You wee bowlers might have taken advantage of that bad boy. 141 to 209, so not looking bad, and it's at 157 right now. So that is BACK iMac Holdings, and it is crossing. It's hitting the line right now. If it crosses through, it'll keep running, obviously. So keep an eye on that BACK. We definitely talked about that last night. CURR, that one's setting up right here. Let's see what this one's up to. This one looks like a good setup. Yesterday it looks like it was 188 and came down to 169. I'd say I'm going to keep my eye on this one because it is getting set up with a nice pullback right there. And GDC, let's see GD Culture, that one pulled back too. So let's look at this one actually looking. There you go. It jumped up this morning. It closed yesterday at 269. It's at 270 right now, and it is looking pretty good. It's in that channel, and GDC is GD Culture Group, and that's not looking bad right there. And HEPA, HEPA, let's see that. Good old HEPA down here curling up, looking good. It's up 5 cents right now. HEPA, HEPA, take a look at that. It's curling up really good. 21 to 26 this morning. It's at 22 and not looking bad. And good old Holo, that was moving around again this morning. And like I said, it looked like it could be setting back up. It had that crazy run yesterday. Keep an eye on. Still curling up 202 to 204. It's in the 191s, but it could get set up there. We'll keep an eye on Holo. And JDZG. Let's see what JDZG's up to here. This is a China one, JDZG. And it was moving yesterday. It ran 74 to 122 and closed at 109, and today it opened at 115. It ran up to 124. It's at 99 right now. So I say closed at 109. So it's down a little, but it did run up there. JDZG. And that is a China play. And JG, this one had run way up yesterday. And this was popped up there. What'd it do? It went from like 760 to 2149. We talked about this last night. 1445 to 1749. And it's at 1330 right now. So that was a good little play in the morning for you wee bowlers. And let's look at ONCO real quick. ONCO. Let's see. It is just, that's actually kind of setting up. It was running around. It was up yesterday, I remember. It did pop up yesterday, 50 to 117, and it closed at 63. Today, 66 to 68, back to 54. But it's not looking too bad. A little healthy pullback could get set up again. It did run nice yesterday. ORKT, that Orange Cloud Technologies. Remember, we were talking about this one. And ORKT, let's see. And it did run up yesterday, 66 to 144. Today, 120. Where to close? 120, and then this morning it opened up at 123. It did come back to 113, so it opened up a little higher and pulled back. And that is that ORKT, Orange Cloud Technology, PSIG, PS International. Let's see. This one's setting up. It's been just kind of slowly moving up. PSIG. And then this morning or yesterday, it looks like it actually ran up pretty good. 45 to 57. It's at 54 and looks good. So keep your eye on that PSIG right there. And ZKIN, we were looking at this and it's up 23 cents this morning. So ZKIN as one that was running up yesterday 72 to 109. It closed at 102 and this morning 104 to 117. It's at 91. So again, they run up and then they come back lower than what they closed yesterday by 7 a.m. So that 4 a.m. it's crazy. I'm telling you, it's a crazy market. And things are popping at 4 a.m., that's for sure. So that's your Jolie's jumpers right there. Thank you very much, Asian Jolie. Greatly appreciate that. And we'll run through our laptop lowdowns real quick. I just sent that list out. And ADTX, let's look at it this morning. We've definitely been following this guy, and let's see what it wants to do. It is trying to get curled up there, and like I said, it is going to start moving relatively soon, it looks like. So it's been in the basement for way too long, and I think it might actually start to move. We're keeping our eye on it. Blue Rock Homes Trust, BHM. Nice dip there yesterday, it looks like. BHM. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on this. That was a sweet dip yesterday. 11:45 to 12:28, and then it came down into the tens and closed at 11:04. So I'll watch that one and see when it wants to get set up. That went right into the basement right there. It's nice. And EVTV. Let's see what our Envirotech vehicles is up to. It's still in the basement there. Could be basing out. So we'll keep an eye on it after today. Yesterday, I'll look at it and see if some of these might be trying to base out after yesterday too. HYZN looking pretty good. It looked like it based out there on Friday, and then yesterday it just bounced around. So keep an eye on that. It was trying to get set up, and then yesterday pulled it back. And that's an auto parts company in the U.S. Icon Energy. This one's going to get set up. It was beat way down there, 43 cents. So we'll keep an eye on that. It'll be a good run. IGMS. This one is curling up, hitting that line right there. Keep an eye on this, guys. Looks like it could get running. It was yesterday. It moved around 176 and it came down to 166. So keep an eye on that bad boy because that looks like it's trying to get set up. IGMS and IZM. Oh, let me see what I'm typing in here. IZM here. And that's way in the basement and going to be a bottom. That might be that bottom dip from yesterday. It looks like IZM. So yeah, keep an eye on that. Good dip right there. I'll see if it wants to pull back any more. MGOL. Let's see MGO Global right here. Just pulling back, so we'll watch for that one to bottom out. MGOL. Let me see this. Yeah, it's going to try to roll off that MACD, it looks like. So it'll get set up probably in the next few days. RFAC looks like a shell company. It is a shell company, and this thing's way down there. It was still in the basement, stayed in the basement as it tried to curl up. So it's a good opportunity down there. Keep an eye on that. RFAC, RTC. We've been looking at it. It just keeps pulling back here. Not a big deal because we're going to find that bottom and then it'll get moving. It was trying to roll off the MACD. It did pull back yesterday. I don't know why. It is a China play, China software, but this thing will just run out of nowhere. And that Stardust one, SDST, Stardust Power, this one is getting set up, guys, and so keep an eye on it. It looks much better yesterday. Looks like it bottomed out there, and it is getting curled up. Keep your eye on SDST. That one's going to be a runner. And WINT, good old Windtree Therapeutics, down to 15 cents in the basement down there. And let's see what it wants to do right here. WINT. Yeah, it's in the basement, and it looks like it's going to try to curl up and get moving fairly soon. So, big dip right there. The other day, it ran from what 20 to 33 and a half. Right now, you're at 15. So, WINT, big dip right there. And there you go for your laptop lowdowns. And let's take a look and see what the rest of this market's up to this morning. Let's see that one. Duo. It's just sitting there at that 61 cents. Let me see if it's doing anything this morning. It's at that 59, and it looks like it's going to be yesterday's date. Let me see. It is yesterday's date. Yeah, today. Oh, wait, no, it's today's. It's the 28th. 60. down to 58 and it's at 59 right now. So it's not looking too bad right there. And let's look at WIMI, Barbara, and see what that one's doing. But yeah, DUO is not looking bad. It's just kind of sitting there, to be honest with you, and not doing a whole lot this morning, but it does look curled up from yesterday. And it's just, like I said, just a little easy pullback, nothing wild. I'll definitely look at that. And Wimi, WIMI, that's up 2 cents. And this one does look like it's trying to curl up. It did run yesterday. Let me take a look at it and see. After that big run up yesterday, it went 105 to 161. And today it's at 98 and it's up to 102 right now. And it is curling up. I think Wimi, WIMI, is getting set up right there. So I would keep an eye on that one. And I'll look at DUO. I mean, it's curled up. It's just a little healthy pullback this morning. It could easily change around and get popping. So I'll absolutely look at that bid, both of them for you, Barbara. And let's see what else is going on this morning. B Hat and Holo. Let's look at them. We did Holo. Let's see B Hat real quick. BHAT. And let's see what it's doing. It looks like it's today's date. It looks like it's up a hair and it's getting to be in that right spot, curled up right there, guys, and looking really good. BHAT, it's at 6 cents, and I would say it's looking pretty solid. So keep your eye on B Hat to try to get moving. It looks like it's ready in the next day or so. And then Holo is in a good spot too after it ran up yesterday and it doesn't look bad. It's up today and that one still looks good, CMCA. So I would say both of them are pretty good right there. And let's see what else is going on. Let's see. We did our laptop lowdowns, our Jolie's jumpers. Luis Rodriguez has a few good ones right here. Let's check out. And we'll see what's going on with VRT. Let's see. VRT. Vertiv Holdings, and that one took a nice dip yesterday. VRT, and this morning, let me see. Yesterday, 133 or 134, down to 99. It closed at 104. And then this morning, it opened up at what, 107. It's got up to 108 and it came back down to 104. I was trying to figure out what's going on with this thing, to be honest with you. And then it pulled back. So it did go up and it's at 105 right now. So yeah, I'll have to take a look at it. It's just kind of pulled back, but it is trying to curl up. It wasn't a bullish state. It's electrical equipment right here for the U.S. And we'll definitely take a look at that today. Luis Rodriguez, and how about NNE? This one had pulled back yesterday. We had checked it out. And let's see what nano nuclear energy is up to this morning. It went 35.57 to 36.10, and it's at 35.09. So it did pull back lower than it opened, but it's not looking too bad right there. It could have a little bit of pullback or just jump around and then get set up right there. So we'll take a look at that NNE today. And like I said, it is just kind of jumping around. It gapped up yesterday in the it ran up in the after hours. Yesterday I remember looking at it, and that's NNE and PSQH. Let's see what that's doing at PSQ Holdings. This one's going to be bouncing off that line really soon right there, huh? Nice pullback, and that bottom was on Friday at 379. You're at 413 right now, and I would say PSQH is going to get bouncing right there. It's a software application company in the US, and that is looking pretty good. And how about that BTCT? That's that BTC Digital, and this thing's getting set up, guys. Oh my. Keep an eye on this. It is one of them China plays. We ran it up before, but it's making one of them really nice I don't even know. I guess you call them a flag or something. I call it a flag. I don't know what the heck it is, but it looks good to me. And yeah, so watch for it to pull back into the four, like into the fives or the fours even, and we'll see if it can get bouncing back around. It's going to bounce around, so even if it's up today, just watch for the best opportunity on BTCT. It's getting set up and it's going to run, so it is looking really good. And that Constellation Energy Corp is CEG right here and took a nice dip yesterday. And now it looks much better to try to bounce off that MACD. Yesterday it went 328 all the way down to 270 and it closed at 283. And right now it is at that 283. It opened at 285 and came back. So it ran up to 288 this morning already. It's going to get, it looks like it's going to try to roll off that MACD in that 20, and that's CEG. So there you go with them. And let's look at SYTA real quick, Barbara, and see what that's up to for you. That's up 10 cents and curling up, trying to let me look at it on mine. It's not showing me. It says it's up 10 cents on the FinViz. And this is today's date right there. And it's 526 to 605. It's at 501. It looks like it ran up. It does look like it's trying to get set up right here. And this is one of the Canadian communication equipment companies we've looked at before. We'll look at it today and see if it can get set up and just curl up right there. But it's not looking terrible. I think it just has to get set up. And let's take a look at our crypto and see what's going on. And we'll look. Actually, let's look at our SPY real quick and them bad boys because I just clicked on the heat map. And Nvidia is up. Google and Meta are both up. Microsoft and Apple are a little flat, and Amazon's down, and Tesla's flat. So let's just look at them real fast. The SPY is up 63 cents. It's back to $600. It's at 599.94 right now. It's just bouncing around, but not looking terrible. I'm going to look at it on mine, see what it really looks like here this morning. And it's not it I like I said, it's not looking terrible. I think yesterday was that big dip. You could have a little pullback today as it gets set up, and but yeah, it's going to want to roll off that MACD and start moving again. So could pull back a hair right there, but nothing too crazy. And good old Apple, that's up 3 cents, and that was up yesterday pretty good. And Amazon AMZN, this was it's back down $1.41 right now, just a little pullback, not looking bad at all. And Google, that's up 91 cents. It had that nice dip yesterday. We'll see if it wants to get curled up, and that'll be real nice. And Meta, I'm telling you, Zuck, he's up over they have earnings coming up, don't they? When is that earning? The 29th, which is tomorrow. So Meta has earnings tomorrow, and it's hitting that top. I wouldn't play it now, but I've been saying that Zuck had something crazy going on, and it sure did because he's up at 661, guys. Crazy stuff. Microsoft MSFT. That one's trying to jump back up. It was running around yesterday, obviously, with all that craziness. And yesterday it closed at 434, and today it opened at 436. It's back to 434.95, but not looking bad right there. So that'll want to roll off the MACD, and that's MSFT. And the video was up. It was, oh wait, I was gonna say it was up. I just hit NVDS. So the video was up a little more earlier. It's up $3 right now. It's back to 121. Let me see what it looks like here. And yeah, it's not ready to. I think it's just kind of stopping itself after that big dip yesterday. That'll be your bottom, and then it's going to have to get set back up and do something to get moving. So that's Nvidia, and it's looking much better after yesterday's getting crushed. Tesla's down $1.21, but I'm telling you, it's setting up really good here. And they have earnings coming up on tomorrow too. So you just have what was that? Which one did we just say? It was earnings. It wasn't this one. It was Meta, I believe, right? META. Didn't they have their earnings? Hold on. I forget. Yeah, Meta had their earnings, and Tesla has their earnings tomorrow. So take a look at them too. Obviously, I don't want to play the earnings, but Tesla will get set up right there and get moving. So we'll keep an eye on that Tesla and make sure that we find that bottom. Like I said, they have earnings coming up tomorrow, so we'll just get right around that and then look at it. AMC up 4 cents. I'm telling you, it's going to start curling up, looking a little better. And GameStop's up 2 cents. This one's trying to curl up. That one has some time to set up. But how about your Chewy up another 12 cents here? It looks like it wants to curl up in the top, guys, and get moving. I'm telling you, it looks crazy. I've been telling you guys, and I bought a bunch of options on it, and they are up. So And like I said, I think we figured out Roaring Kitty's little scheme. He did Unity, Chewy's next, and then AMC, and then if GameStop gets set up, which he has plenty of time for, so we'll just go in heavy on him with him. So that's what we're gonna do, and I think we have that completely figured out. And that's CHWI, and then our AVGO is up this morning $4. It took a huge dip yesterday, and it looks like Nvidia, it's just trying to keep itself from going back down anymore. So yesterday was probably its dip. MU is up a little bit, and again, these things all kind of crossed down. They got smacked yesterday, so they're going to set up and look much better. Just find them bottoms off of yesterday. TSM's already up $3, and they're not bouncing back up. They're just moving a little bit. Like I said, they're not curled up, is what I should say, but they will get set up. SMCI, that's up 26 cents and looks a little bit better after yesterday. And AMD, I'm telling you, it's going to get set up really, really good coming up here. It's down 51 cents, and I'm definitely keeping an eye on AMD. That one looks really good. QCOM's down 27 cents, but it's run up there, and it's just pulling back to set up and run up a little bit higher. And Intel, that's up 15 cents, and actually, they have their earnings coming up as well on the 30th, which is what, Thursday right there. So we'll keep an eye on Intel. And their chart changed, I can tell, because it doesn't look the same. And it's just going to need a little more time to set up, it looks like. Nothing crazy, just a little more time right there. How about Snow? That was looking good. It's up $1 right there, and PayPal was looking good. That's down 36 cents, so we'll keep an eye on it. It should roll off that MACD right there. And McDonald's was good yesterday. It's down 62 cents, just a little healthy pullback there. Nothing crazy. MicroStrategy's down $1.32. It's at 346, and that's getting set up. So let's take a look at our crypto real quick and see what it's doing. It didn't look bad this morning. Bitcoin's at 102,677. Ethereum's at 3,183. Ripple's at 317. Solana's at 238. And let's see, the Doge is at 33. Cardano's at 96. And Chainlink's at 23.94. So let's go ahead, hop in, see what they look like on the charts. And here we go. Let me see what Bitcoin's looking like here. Like I said, looking much better. And yesterday was just a huge overreaction, guys. So it looks like yesterday they bottomed out. They're going to make that little base start curling back up and look much better here. So let's see. Bitcoin is hitting the MACD. I'm going to bring it up on mine just so I can get a real good look at it. BTC USD. And let me come down here to the Coinbase one. And it is looking better. I think it is going to try to roll off that MACD. It's hitting it pretty good right now. So let's keep an eye on it. If it can just get up there into the 103 area, which this thing moves pretty fast usually. And that 20 is probably down here at 100,005.38, right around there. And yeah, yeah, that's pretty much, that might be your 50. Let me see. Yeah, that's your 50 right there. And so yeah, it looks like it has pretty good support under it. Even if it comes down, I think it might have to curl right back up and get moving. So Bitcoin looking better this morning. Let's look at Ethereum and see what that's doing. And honestly, Ethereum's just not going to be like that big heavy hitter. Solana's just smoking this whole network. So, like I say, Ethereum was the big runner last time. Solana's going to be your big runner this time. You guys know it's my biggest position out of everything, and it's nice. So it'll get moving like crazy, and then it'll be a big one on this run. Ethereum is just kind of running between that channel, trying to make a base right there. Ripple's at 317, and obviously Ripple's going to be another good one. So you're going to want to keep your eye on it because Ripple's getting ready to rip back up again. So that's looking good today. I know we were talking which one was looking better, and I said if Solana can roll off the MACD, it would look better, but it looks like Ripple XRP USD. Hold on. Let me look at it again on here, and let's see. Let me look. Hold on. I'm trying to get this thing to pull up. It's just sitting here, turning around here. Hold on. XRP, USD. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Ripple's looking good to try to create. It curled down, and that's probably what Bitcoin's going to do, curl down and then just get ripping back up. That's what Ripple looks like it wants to do right there. So keep an eye on Ripple for today. That looks like it does want to rip. Solana's back to 237. And that one is looking much better after yesterday. And that 50's way under it too, and it's going to be curling up. So it can just bounce around right here and then get set up, make a nice base, and then get set up and run for Solana. Doge is at 33. And let's see, that one was kind of getting pushed down and it's got to wait for that 50 to come down for it. It's just above it. Hopefully nothing crazy happens in between. It makes a base right here and then gets rolling right back up over that 50 and then it'll cruise right up for Doge. So that's what we were looking at right there. Chain links at 23.90 and let me see that chart real quick because that was looking pretty decent. And yeah, it's sitting right there on the 50. So I'd expect it to curl up. I'll keep an eye on it and see what it wants to do right there. And let's look at Bonk real quick and see what that wants to do. BONK. And let me see. It is pulled back, it looks like today. And yeah, it's wow, Bonk's going down, huh? Bonk looks like it's curling down. It went underneath the 200 right there. The 50's curling down, so Bonk might take some time to set back up, guys. So we'll have to keep an eye on that Bonk and see what's up with it. And there you go with your crypto report. And let me tell you what ETF 500 looks like real quick. That is right here. And let me hit the refresh real quick. Chart, let's see, load up. And it is just under 3. It was at 3. It's at 0.02925. So it's looking not bad right there this morning and it gets a little more some more volume going in and some buyers and this thing's going to curl right up and like I said it's going to be at 4 and then you'll see it probably gap up to like 5 6 7 pretty fast. So this thing could get cruising, guys, and Bitcoin, crypto, and Bitcoin all look better today. And the ETF 500 held its weight yesterday when everything else was pulling back. So I'd expect it to stay looking good right there. It does look pretty good to us this morning. So there you go with our ETF 500. And I'm telling you, that thing could get really cruising again. And it just made a base down here at that, or up here at 3, which is really nice considering we were getting in it. Under a penny. So that's a really nice base to make because that means it'll move back up and even go even higher. And how about that Lockheed Martin? They have earnings coming up. I know that. They are today, as a matter of fact. It's down 78 cents. And I don't know, it's just flat. You know how I like these earnings. They're a little difficult. It looks like it might pull back right here, Lockheed Martin. So be careful. It could pull back into the 485 on that channel right there, is what it looks like to get set back up. So just keep an eye on that LMT and be careful if you're trying to play them earnings because I'm not sure they could even beat their earnings and go down. You know how it works. I don't even get earnings, but I get them, but I don't understand how they affect the market because it's always crazy. And then our Boeing, the same thing. They have earnings today as well. And that one's getting set up. And again, I don't know if it's going to pop today, but it's definitely going to pop off relatively soon. It's setting up like crazy. So I would watch for a little dip right there. And so yeah, we'll watch them for after earnings. That's exactly what I'm looking at. Luis Rodriguez, that's what he was saying. And so there you go. And there's a couple other ones. Do they all have earnings today? The SAP. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it looks like they just had their earnings, didn't they? So all these have earnings today, RTX, and so I'll take that list and take a look at all these bad boys. GM, it looks like they do today. And yep, they do as well. And so we'll look at all them and play right around them earnings for sure. Thanks, Luis Rodriguez. That's perfect. I'll actually retweet that out so you guys can see. And that's perfect. And then yeah, that B hat's looking good. I'm telling you, it was setting up right there. And so it's getting to be in a good spot. It's just jumping around this morning. It's down like what 0.17%. It crossed through and looks great, guys. So It looks really good right here, B hat. It's at 6 cents, and keep an eye on it because it does want to get cruising right there. And what else is going on? I think that's it. Let's look at the market real quick and see what's happening on the scanner. Let's see that BACK. I'm telling you, we looked at that last night. That YIBO. We'll keep an eye on all these China plays. That Zkin's up there. We looked at that ZKIN. Holo trying to set back up is up this morning. RIME just down a hair, but I'm telling you, this thing's going to get set up. I'll look at it today. And let's see what else is grabbing my attention down here. That's already running. TRIB's running up. We looked at that. That CDT, check this out. It was up this morning. That Conduit Pharmaceuticals, it recently just split yesterday on the 27th. So let's keep an eye on that. We know that they like to run. So CDT, we'll keep an eye on that. And what else is going on? MGOL is pulling back. Soundhound's going to set up SOUN. It's not ready yet. I'll keep an eye on all them computer hardware ones. They don't look like they're ready to curl up completely looking at RGTI, but they're trying to make a base. So I'll look at all them, go through them today, see how they all look, the quantums and all. Let's look at the volume. Not, I mean, there's some stuff popping up, but it's more of a setup day because of that beating a lot of these took yesterday. Backs up, Zkin, we already talked about that. DXF is that China play. It's back up like to $26. So this thing keeps bouncing around, guys. Check that out for a bounce arounder. And OST is just kind of pulling back there. HEPA we talked about. So yeah, nothing real crazy. What's this? NA. Let me see. Nano Labs pulling back right there. I'd have to look at that today as it opens up. So yeah, nothing real crazy, but looking way better than it did yesterday, that's for sure. Nvidia's green, Microsoft, Apple were a little flat, and Meta, they're all up, but just a little more, just flat. Nvidia's way up, and so is AVGO. Amazon and Tesla are down a hair. Nothing real crazy. Our news stories say S&P 500 futures are flat as Nvidia attempts to rebound from AI stock rout. That's basically what I'm saying. And NASDAQ futures edge higher as Nvidia rebounds. The 44 charts that explain the markets and economy in 2025. I'll have to look at that on Yahoo. How deep seeks fallout could threaten U.S. consumption, according to strategists. I don't know. And then deep breathe after AI jolt. Trump tariffs rumble. So I have to look at that if he did that. So there you go. Let me look at stock twits real quick. See what's going on over there this morning. SOUN is trending. It's down. Like I said, we'll take a look at it. It's down $1. It is going to get set up, so that'll be good. NBIS, it looks like NBIS. Nubius Group, that's pulled back, it looks like. Let me see what it's doing this morning. NBIS. Yeah, that one had a nice dip. I'll have to look at that. A couple coins, DXF, NVIDIA. Costco looks like it's on here. COST. Yeah, that one's jumped up there. Costco at COST looking good. Maybe not. Well, let me look at it. Hold on. Yeah, it's got to be up 931 to it's at 961 right now. So it is up. It hit 967 and Finviz is saying it's down at 958. So I don't know what the heck that's talking about, but yeah, it should be up. It looks like it's up on mine. I thought it was up earlier. I thought it was up there. So I'm not sure what it closed at what 939 yesterday, and now it's at 961. So it looks like it's up to me. I don't know. It says it's pulled back here too, so I have no idea what's going on with Costco. Maybe it's not telling me the right thing. I don't even know because Finviz is telling me that it's pulled back too, and so is Stock Twits, and this is saying it's not. I have no idea, so I'll have to look at Costco. Fox is a coin. GM and JetBlue and AMD is down a little bit, but like I said, that one's going to get set up really good. So that's what's looking decent. Holo is trying to run up again, so not looking bad. And how about that COOT? We looked at that yesterday, and it does look pretty good. That Australian oil seeds or whatever it is, COOT, and it does look like it ran up yesterday, 136 to 137, came back down to 129. It gapped up though. It closed at 130 the other day, so it did gap up. and it's hitting that line kind of flat, not doing anything yet, but looking decent there. So we'll keep an eye on that COOT, and we'll see what that wants to do. So there you go. I would say that's a pretty decent pre-market right there. I think we got everything. Our Joey's jumpers, our laptop lowdowns, our market's looking a little bit better. I mean, not a whole lot better, but it's looking a little bit better. Some things are trying to bounce back. And like I said, I don't think they were going to bounce back immediately off of that. They're going to have to reset up and get moving. So we'll keep an eye on them. Our ETF 500 was just under 3 cents, looking decent. Get some volume, some buyers today. It'll start moving up and getting to that next level, which will be beautiful. And so that's what we're looking at. So let me know if you guys want to see anything else throughout the day. I'll be keeping an eye on all this and seeing what wants to pop and keeping you guys updated. So thank you for tuning in, everybody. Greatly appreciate it. Laptop Travel and Asian Joe Lee for both of your lists, and Green Thumbs and Surfer. Who was that? Surfer Stocks Bro and Jay Kratz and Luis Rodriguez, East Coast Beach Girl, Barbara, Dusty, AMT, Bong Prechan, special something. I don't know. Brian's on there. AB Living and Sinai and Stuff Trading and Null, what's a Navdeep is on there. Buddy Snokey and NN9900 Tessering and Zach hanging out this morning. So thank you everybody for hanging out. Greatly appreciate it. And again, let me know if you guys want to see anything today. You know, I'll be posting all day and looking at the market, keeping you guys updated. So there you go. Trade smart, locking those profits. Goodbye. Good luck. See you later and have a great day, everybody.